Hello, sweet friends, and welcome to Yoga by the Moon. I'm here to guide you through a last quarter moon practice. My name is Michelle. This particular last quarter moon will be November 12th, and it takes place in Virgo. The last quarter moon is all about release and refining ourselves so that we are more in alignment with our current present version of ourselves. So things that don't serve us, things that just don't feel like they connect with us anymore, we release and we let go. The energy of Virgo is very much about refinement and purification and orderliness. So Virgo brings in this like structure to release all of those things that aren't in alignment, so we can really kind of do a house cleaning, if you will, inside. And Virgo is also an earth sign, so it's very grounded and brings us very, very grounded into who our present self is. We are also in Scorpio season still, and Scorpio is a very introspective, spiritual sign. And so with this last quarter moon and with all of this purification that we're doing with the release of last quarter moon and the energy of Virgo, we can really tune in deeply to ourselves with that energy of Scorpio to really see and ask ourselves, who are we now? What is in alignment with who we are? And so all of those old habits and ideas and negative thoughts that don't serve us will start to really kind of surface with that deep introspection, and we can just cleanse them, purify them with this last quarter moon in Virgo. So any loose ends that are not connected to us now, we can just let those go with this last quarter moon. And the next phase will be the new moon, and that brings about newness and new beginnings and new promise. And so because we are just severing all these ties in this last quarter moon, we are making space for all that is to come. And that is what we are going to be doing in our practice today. To begin, we're going to do a breathwork called Ujjayi, which translates to like an ocean breath. We'll do a few rounds of that. Before we begin, though, I'll kind of explain why we're going to do the Ujjayi today. It's a very calming, grounding breath, so we can kind of take that Virgo energy of the groundedness and that centeredness that Scorpio together. Ujjayi, ocean is a water, a body of water, and Scorpio is a water sign. So we have that water movement and that cleansing purification of Virgo in the last quarter moon, all beautifully interwoven into one, this beautiful grounding, calming breath that we're going to do together. So we'll do 4 rounds together. The first round I will demonstrate. What you're going to do is kind of take your tongue and kind of put it at the top of the roof of your mouth, just a little bit, loosely, just kind of like a attach the tip to the roof of your tongue, your mouth. Tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Oof, say that 5 times fast. And then you're going to just slowly inhale and exhale through the nose with your mouth closed, but it's going to kind of create this ocean sound, like when you listen to a conch shell or something. So I'll demonstrate 1 and then we'll do 3 together. So inhale. Now let that settle in you as we get settled into our movement practice. Notice if you feel any more centered, any more connected within. And our first posture is actually going to just be legs out wide, spine tall just for a moment. as you sit here and notice, feel your connection to the mat, the earth, the ground, the floor, wherever you are. Feel lifted in that heart space. Try to feel lighter in your head. Feel that groundedness. Maybe you want to continue that Ujjayi breath throughout your practice. A lot of yogis like to, you don't need to. But if it calls to you, if it feels good to you, please do. One more breath in here. And on an exhale, keep that spine tall, but gently crawl your hands forward to a gentle forward fold. Folds and twists are all about purification, that strong Virgo energy, cleansing our body for renewal with this last quarter moon. Connect to that ground. Connect to yourself. One more breath in. And as you exhale slowly, come back up. Now we're going to bring the soles of our feet together. And you can keep them out wide, out far in front of you. You can bring them very close, or just kind of have them halfway in between. Wherever you are, take your hands and grab around your ankles and pull that chest through, lifted up, so you can feel that inner thigh stretch, that nice tall spine. Here in Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose, butterfly posture, whichever you wish to call it. Release. One more breath in like this. And as you inhale, we're going to raise that right arm to the sky, keeping our feet where they are. And exhale, bring that right hand to your left knee. Take your left hand behind you, propping up on your fingertips, like kind of like a tent. Turning around, twisting, looking over that left shoulder. A nice seated twist variation for release and purification. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then on your next breath in, we're going to lift that left arm to the sky. Bring the left hand to the right knee this time. Right fingertips behind. Twist over the right shoulder. Loosening that spine just a little bit. Connecting to ourselves. Being gentle with ourselves too. One more breath in. And as you exhale, come back to center. We're still going to keep our feet in this cobbler's pose, but now we're going to bring our right hand to the mat on the outside our right hip. Maybe you want to come down on that elbow and then take that left arm up and overhead. Nice side body stretch, but make sure to keep that left hip connected to the mat as best as you can. And breathe. One more breath in here. As you breathe out, we're going to come all the way over to the other side. Left hand down to the mat or left elbow all the way forearm. Right arm up and overhead. Keeping that right hip connected to the mat. Side body stretch, other side. One more breath in. Exhale, come back on up to center. And this time we're going to come up onto our knees, sitting on our shins. If this is not accessible to you, excuse me, got the hiccups now. If this is not accessible to you or comfortable for you, you can take a pillow or a block and stick it underneath those sit bones to kind of lift you up just a little bit, creating some space, relieving that tension in the knees and quads. But if it is accessible or comfortable to you, I invite you into hero pose, sitting on our shins and heels. Okay, remember to roll those shoulders back and down, chest lifted. Connect within. We're going to lift our arms up, and that our right arm is going to come underneath our left at the elbow. And then you can either bring the back of your hands together coming up, or you can wrap your arm around once again, bringing the palms together in eagle arms. And on an inhale, we're going to rise up onto our knees as we lift those elbows up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to come back down into hero as we cave those elbows in towards our belly. 2 more times like that. Inhale, elbows up, rise up. Exhale, bring it all down and in. Last one, up. Last one, down. Exhale. Inhale, come on up and unwind your arms. Maybe you want to shake out at the wrists just for a moment because that can be a little tense. And this time we're going to bring our left arm underneath our right at the elbow, and you're going to bend your arms, maybe connecting the back of your hands together, maybe wrapping around one more time, bringing the palms together in eagle arms. Once again, this time the left arm underneath. We're going to do that rise and bend in and cave in 3 more times again on this side. So inhale, rise on up, elbows up to the sky. Exhale, come back down, bring those elbows in. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, come back, unwind. Maybe you want to shake out those arms again. Take your time, and we are all going to meet in all fours, tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, flat back, neutral neck. Next inhale, bring your belly to the ground, looking up to the ceiling, cow. Exhale, round that spine, look down, cat. Take a few rounds of cat-cow, moving how it feels good to you to connect within using that Scorpio energy. Tuning into yourself, moving with your breath. Take one more round wherever you are. Now make your way back to that neutral tabletop position. On your next inhale, we're going to bring our left arm up parallel to our spine. If it's available to you and you feel ready for it, we're going to bring our right toes back. Maybe you keep them down. Maybe you lift that leg also in line with your arm, your left arm, in a spinal balance. We're going to inhale. Exhale, bring that elbow and knee together as you round that spine in a cat sort of pose. Inhale, arms out, spinal balance. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more spinal balance, inhale. One more knee to elbow, exhale. And then make your way back to all fours. Now we're going to do that on the other side. Raise that arm in line with your spine. Maybe you want to just keep your toes, your left toes back on the ground, straight leg. Maybe you want to lift the left leg in line with your right arm in a spinal balance. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, spinal balance. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, spinal balance, reach long. Exhale, round that spine, knee to elbow. Back to all fours. Walk your hands out, maybe just one more hand length in front of you. Curl on your toes. And then on and exhales, make your way to downward facing dog. It's going to be our only downward dog of the practice. So just gently pedal your heels, walking your dog, stretching the back of those legs, lifting those hips up high, maybe turning, generously bending one knee and then the other. And find stillness wherever you are. And then we're going to inhale, lift that right leg to the sky. Exhale as many steps as you need to bring that right foot between your hands. Spin your left heel to the back right corner of your mat and plant it so your toes are pointed to the top left corner on an angle. Bending into your right knee as we rise on up. Right hand forward, left arm back, hips pointed to the left side of your mat. Warrior two. We're going to have that precise focus of Virgo here. Bringing into focus and to attention everything that is in alignment with who we are. And now we're going to do a warrior two reverse warrior flow to kind of purify through our mid-center of our body, using that Virgo energy to cleanse, that energy of the last quarter moon to purify. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, left hand comes down to the left thigh, right arm up and overhead, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two, just for a moment. And now we're going to turn that left heel inwards, left toes pointed out, right toes pointed out. Bend your elbows like a goalpost and sink down into your hips for goddess pose. A very grounded, self-connected pose, calling to mind our power, that strong feminine energy that is abundant with both Scorpio and Virgo. We are strong, we are capable, we can connect to who we are here. One more breath in here. Exhale. Come on up, stand up. Left arm forward, right arm back. This time we're going to turn those right toes towards the back, right corner of the mat, heel, top left. Sink into that left knee. Warrior two, other side. Call into mind that focus. Look ahead with all of that hopeful energy for the new moon to come. One more breath in here. As you exhale, right hand comes down to the right leg, left arm reaches up overhead, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two, just for one more moment. And as we exhale, we're going to step that right foot to meet the left. Sit back, like you're sitting in a chair, arms up overhead, in chair pose. This is a focused posture, a very purifying posture. We're only going to hold this for just a couple more breaths, but we're going to call to mind our strength. We're going to call to mind everything about who we are. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, clasp opposite elbows, straighten your legs, and hang forward in ragdoll pose. Maybe you gently sway side to side, releasing and relaxing. Breathe. This is a very calming posture, very grounding posture, centering, bringing in all of the energy from the last quarter moon, the energy of Virgo, the energy of Scorpio, all in the same pose. One more breath here. As you exhale, plant those hands, forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. As you plant those hands once again, step those feet back and come all the way down onto your belly. Those elbows are going to come underneath your shoulders into a sort of L shape, that perpendicular shape. And as you do that, you're going to pull your chest through, lifting your chest, shoulders back and down in Sphinx pose. Connecting ourselves to the earth, connecting ourselves to that deep introspective spirituality that is Scorpio as well. And breathing. Every time we connect to the breath, we connect more within, we connect more without. That breath is what unites us. We call it prana in Sanskrit, and it literally means life, because our breath is life itself. So it connects to our own inner world and to everything else. So breathe. One more breath in here. As you breathe out, we're going to bring our palms together and bring our forehead down onto our palms. Crocodile. I'm going to lift my head just for a moment to explain what we're going to do here. We're going to lift our left knee up to the side while we lay down on our belly, kind of making that same angle that we made in Sphinx with our arms. We're going to make with our knee and our leg to the side in half frog. We'll hold this for a couple breaths, releasing through those hips. And breathe. You can rest that forehead right on those hands if that's comfortable for you. I just know you won't be able to hear me very well if I do that, so I will stay lifted, but you do not need to. Find surrender and release wherever you can. Connecting to that energy of this last quarter moon. One more breath in. As you breathe out, bring that left foot to meet the right at the bottom of the mat. Take a moment and notice if you feel any different from one side to the other. You may not, nothing's right or wrong, just notice. Tune in to yourself. Breathe in. And on an exhale, we're going to bring that right knee up into that perpendicular posture for half frog on the other side. And breathe. Think about where you can surrender, where you can let go. making space in your mind, in your heart, in your life, in your body. And breathe. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, bring that right foot to meet the left. And this time we're going to do a yogi pancake and turn over onto our backs. Planting those feet with those knees pointed to the sky. Feet as close to your bum as you would like, or as far away as is comfortable. Whatever is good for those knees and those quads. Take a moment and bring those shoulder blades together. Shoulders back and down, chest lifted. On an inhale, we're going to lift our hips to the sky as we raise our arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring those hands down to the ground as we lower those hips. 3 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up to the sky. We're going to hold bridge here just for one moment. One more breath in. And this time on a breath out, we're going to release everything back down. Now you can go ahead and bring those heels down to the mat, the bottom of the mat, and take a traditional Shavasana if you wish, or you can keep those feet planted and lift those hips while you place a block or a pillow underneath those hips for a beautiful supported bridge pose, for our final resting pose. Wherever you are, find a soft gaze or slowly close those eyes, and I will take you through a meditation for this last quarter moon in Virgo as we wind down our practice. Relax and release your body. Soften your gaze. Relax that jaw. Drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth, keeping your spine nice and long. Allow this energy channel from your relaxed head to your relaxed feet to harness the moon's essence. Quiet your body. Connect to your body and allow the energy within your body to connect to that of the moon. Land in a soft place within. Bring to mind any negative thoughts or energy in your life. What is holding you back? What is not in alignment with who you are? Allow the dark half of the moon to consume all of this dark energy. What needs cleansing, purifying in your life? Connect these thoughts to your breath. Inhale the things that you wish to manifest, the things that you wish to grow. And exhale what you wish to release. Now see the light side of the moon washing over you, clarifying your mental space, your heart space. Breathe away the negativity With every exhale, surrender. The light of the moon grows brighter, more brilliant, and it radiates through you. It opens your heart, your mind. It is cleansing every part of you. The darkness of the moon, the dark half, is taking away the dark parts of you, the parts that do not serve, the parts that are no longer in alignment with who you are today. And the light part is filling you with radiant, pure, cleansing, loving energy. This allows you to more deeply connect to yourself using that beautiful spiritual introspection of Scorpio, while we cleanse all that does not serve with Virgo, with this light and dark half of the moon, because it is the last quarter moon, that beautiful balance between light and dark. We release the dark and embrace the light. Take one more breath in, bringing all of this beautiful goodness into yourself, connecting deep to your deepest self. And as you exhale, one last huge release, one purge, purifying breath, exhale of all of the negativity and things that do not serve you. Maybe you wish to inhale and bring your hands together over your heart one more time, bringing all of that goodness within. And as you exhale, thank yourself for showing up here on the mat today for yourself, for me. And as you're ready, slowly bring movement back into your body, maybe turning your hands and your wrists, your ankles, your feet, bending at the elbows and the knees, shoulders, hips. Maybe you want to stretch out really, really long, or maybe you want to hug everything in really, really tight. Find what calls to you, what feels comforting, what feels like what you need right now. And when you're ready, slowly turn to one side. Gently press yourself up with your hands, slowly. No need to rush. Find yourself here in this moment now. If your eyes were closed or had a soft gaze, slowly flutter your eyelids and see what is around you now. Connect to what is around you now. I want to thank you for practicing with me today, for joining me in this beautiful little community of Yoga by the Moon, for connecting to yourself, for purifying and releasing with this last quarter moon in Virgo. Our next practice will be for the new moon. I hope you choose to join me as we do that for our last moon in Scorpio. Beautiful, beautiful season. And from my heart to yours, thank you and namaste.